Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Today the topic of our lesson is symmetric functions of the roots of a quadratic equation from unit number 2, that is theory of quadratic equations. We will cover pages 30 till 35 in today's lesson. Summary of the lesson. We will define symmetric functions of the roots of a quadratic equation, and then we will evaluate symmetric functions of the roots of the quadratic equation, and then we will discuss formation of a quadratic equation. Quote of the day. Today is your opportunity to build the tomorrow you want. Let's discuss the objectives of today's lesson. At the end of this lesson, students will be able to define symmetric functions of roots of a quadratic equations, evaluate a symmetric function of the roots of a quadratic equation in terms of its coefficients, establish the formula in order to find out the quadratic equation when the roots of the required equations are given. Formation of quadratic equation whose roots, for example, are of these types given, in which alpha and beta are the roots of the required equation. Symmetric functions. Symmetric functions are those in which the roots involved are such that the value of expressions involving them remain unaltered when roots are interchanged. So students, we will start our today's lesson. First we will discuss how to evaluate a symmetric function of roots of a quadratic equation in terms of its coefficients. I am going to explain this topic by solving and explaining example number 1 on the book, page number 30. In this example, it is given that if alpha and beta are the roots of the equation px square plus qx plus r is equals to 0, then we have to evaluate or find out the values of alpha square beta plus alpha beta square. So let's start the solution. Alpha and beta are the roots of the equation that is given. Therefore, the sum of the roots will be equals to alpha plus beta, and by putting the values of b and a in this formula, we get minus q upon p. Similarly, product of the roots is equals to alpha beta, and by putting the values of a and c in this, so we get product r upon p. Now, in question, we were asked to find out or evaluate the value of alpha square beta plus alpha beta square. So first of all, we will simplify this expression by taking common alpha beta from these two terms. By taking common alpha beta from the given terms, alpha beta will be left over. As you know, students, we have already found out the values of alpha beta and alpha plus beta just by putting these values in above equation, plus alpha beta square, and that is minus qr upon p square. You are required to solve question number 1 from exercise 2.4, in which a quadratic equation px square plus qx plus r equals to 0 is given, where alpha and beta are the roots of this given equation, and you are required to evaluate the values of alpha cube beta plus alpha beta cube, and in part 3 you are required to find out the value of alpha upon beta plus beta upon alpha. So students, I am going to explain question number 2 of exercise 2.4. In this question, alpha and beta are the roots of the equation 4x square minus 5x plus 6 equals to 0, and we are required to evaluate the value of 1 upon alpha square beta plus 1 upon alpha beta square. So let's start with the sum of the roots of the given equation. In this given equation, we know that a is equals to 4, b is equals to minus 5, and c is equals to 6. So in order to find out the value of alpha plus beta, we will substitute values of a and b in this formula. So we get 5 upon 4 as alpha plus beta, and by putting values of a and c in this formula, we get alpha beta is equals to 3 upon 2. Students, we are required to find out the value of alpha square beta plus 1 upon alpha beta square. We can take something common from the denominators, and alpha and beta are common in both the terms. So 1 upon alpha beta is taken as common. So in the bracket, we get only 1 upon alpha plus 1 upon beta. First, we will simplify this bracket by taking its LCM, and after taking its LCM, we get 1 upon alpha beta into alpha plus beta and alpha beta. As you know, students, we have already found out the values of alpha beta and alpha plus beta. So by putting the values of these two, we get 1 upon this one is written as it is, and the value of 3 alpha beta is 3 by 2, so it is written in the denominator. Similarly, the value of alpha plus beta is 5 over 4, and again the value of alpha beta is written as 3 by 2 in the denominator. So students, this is 1 upon 3 upon 2. So denominator can be written by taking its reciprocal, so it will be 2 by 3. Numerator will be written as it is, that is 5 upon 4, and again the denominator 3 by 2 will be written by taking its reciprocal. So students, see 2, 2 and 4 will be cancelled out, so we get 5 upon 9. And this is the value of 1 upon alpha square beta plus 1 upon alpha beta square is equals to 5 upon, that is the required result. Task. Now students, you are required to solve question number 2 of exercise 2.4, in which again the same equation is given and you are required to evaluate part 2 and part 4. Similarly, in question number 3, another quadratic equation lx square plus mx plus n is equals to 0 is given, and you are required to find out the value of this part 1, in which alpha cube beta square plus alpha square beta cube is given. The next topic, find the quadratic equation from given roots and establish the formula. Let alpha and beta be the roots of a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. This is the standard quadratic equation, as you already know. Then the sum of the roots of will be equals to minus b upon a, and product of roots will be equals to c upon a. If we divide equation number 1, that is the standard quadratic equation, on both sides by a, we get x square. See students, here the coefficient of x square a will be cancelled out by a, as we are dividing a on both the side. The coefficient of x, that is b, will be equals to b upon a, and I have just changed this plus by minus into minus, as you know that minus minus will be equals to plus. Similarly, the third term, that is constant term, is also divided by c upon a, and 0 will also be divided by a, so we get 0. Now, as you know that minus b upon a is a formula of alpha plus beta, and c upon a is the formula of alpha beta, so we have just replaced these. Now, alpha plus beta is actually the sum of the roots, and alpha beta is actually the product of the roots. So students, we have established a formula x square minus sx plus p, where s is alpha plus beta and p is alpha beta. Whenever roots alpha and beta of any equation are given, you will be able to form a quadratic equation with the help of this formula. So let's start solving this question, question number 1 of exercise 2.5, in which you will see how a quadratic equation can be formed if the roots of the equations are given. So students, I am going to solve question number 1 part f, in which roots minus 1 and minus 7 are given. We will take alpha as minus 1 and beta as minus 2, and we are required to form a quadratic equation. Since alpha is minus 1 and beta is minus 7, and these are the roots of the required equation, so we will find out the sum of the roots, that is alpha plus beta, so its value will be minus 8, and the product of the roots, that is alpha beta, and its value will be equals to 7. As we know that x square minus sx plus p is a general form, in which if we are required to form a quadratic equation, so we just substitute the value of s and the value of p. So the required quadratic equation will be equals to x square, and the value of s is minus 8, the value of p is 7. So by substituting the values of s and p, we get the required quadratic equation, that is x square plus 8x plus 7 is equals to 0. Task. Now students, you are required to solve question number 1, part B, part G and part H of exercise 2.5. Next topic is form quadratic equation whose roots are of the given types. So I am going to explain example number 2, that is on book page 32. If alpha and beta are the roots of the equation 2x square minus 3x minus 5 is equals to 0, now we have to form a quadratic equation having roots 2 alpha plus 1 and 2 beta plus 1. As students, you know that alpha and beta are the roots of the given equation, that is 2x square minus 3x minus 5 is equals to 0. Therefore, the sum of the roots of the given equation will be alpha plus beta is equals to 3 upon 2, and the product of the roots of the given equation will be equals to alpha beta, and the value of alpha beta will be equals to minus 5 and 2. Now, we are going to find out the sum of the roots of the required equation. As students, you know that 2 alpha plus 1 is the root, and 2 alpha plus 1 and 2 beta plus 1 are the roots of the required equation. So, by adding 2 alpha plus 1 and 2 beta plus 1, we get 2 alpha plus 2 beta plus 2. Just by opening these brackets, we get this expression. Now, see students, in this expression, 2 is common in all three terms, so we will take 2 as common. So we get alpha plus beta plus 1, and from equation 1 we have the value of alpha plus beta, that is 3 by 2, so we just substitute this value. In bracket we are required to take LCM, so after taking LCM we get the value of sum of the roots of the required equation will be equals to 5. Now the product of the roots of the required equation, now we have to multiply these two roots of the required equation. By multiplying these two brackets, we get 4 alpha beta plus 2 alpha plus 2 beta plus 1. Now students, you can see in the first term we have 4 alpha plus beta, and in second and third term we can take common 2. So we get 2 into alpha plus beta. So by taking common 2, we get this equation. Now substitute the values of alpha beta and alpha plus beta from equation number 1 and 2 in this above equation. We get the value of the product of the roots of the required equation, and that will be equals to minus x. Now students, we have the value of s, that is the sum of the roots of the required equation, and the value of p, that is the product of the roots of the required equation. So by substituting the values of s and p in this equation, we get the quadratic equation that was required. This is the required quadratic equation having roots 2 alpha plus 1 and 2 beta plus 1. Hope you understand this question. Task. So students, you are required to solve question number 2 of exercise 2.5, in which alpha and beta are the roots of this equation x square minus 3x plus 6, and you are required to form the quadratic equation in which and you have to solve all these parts C, D up till part E of question number 2 of exercise 2.5. Let's recap the lesson. Student, we have learned in this lesson that symmetric functions are those in which the roots involved are such that the value of the expression involved them remain unaltered when roots are interchanged. We also have established a formula x square minus sum of the roots x plus product of the roots equals to 0. This is the formula which is needed when you are required to form a quadratic equation when roots of the required equations are given. So students, I have compiled all the tasks from exercise 2.4 and 2.5 in which you have already done while watching the video. I hope you understand today's lesson. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.